Got the EG4 12000XP, existing rooftop solar, feeding an existing grid-tie solar inverter, and 40 kilowatt hours of battery storage. So what we're going to do today is show you how to AC couple existing solar with this off-grid inverter so that during a grid down situation, you can still utilize your rooftop solar. Thankfully, when I did my initial solar installation, I have a plan with my utility where I get a 1-for-1 exchange. So if I push 1 kilowatt hour of energy to the grid, I get 1 kilowatt hour of energy back from the grid. So currently, I only use my 12000 XP for emergency backup, but it's very nice to be able to use this during a power outage and recharge my system. So I'm gonna show you how I've got this set up. And guys, unfortunately I gotta jump in here quick because a zillion of you guys leave early and don't watch the whole video. So I need to appeal to those of you that do that. Please be sure and do 4 things before you go. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and share. I don't know about you, but I value free content, and I learn a lot from people that show their setups and what they do and how it works. So in order to keep that coming, you guys just need to do your 4 free things as well. It really does benefit the channel, and I really, really appreciate it. Those of you that stayed till the end, I always want to say a big thank you to you. You're welcome to wait until the end of the video. This stuff takes time and effort, and those things that just take seconds of your time is what keeps this going. All right, let's get going here. Basically, all I did, this is how it was set up originally. The power from the solar panels come in, get changed to AC power, and then it flows through here and into the utility, and can be consumed by my house or pushed out to the utility grid. Well, I just simply interrupted that, and you can see coming down here, I've got this little box, and this right here feeds to my 12000 XP. So what I've got is an interlock kit here so that neither of these breakers can be on at the same time. So all I've got to do to switch over to the EG4 is isolate from the grid by flipping that breaker, slide this interlock over, and then energize this to the EG4 12000 XP. Now that killed power to this SolarEdge inverter. If we look under here, there are usually some status lights right in here, and they're completely off because this is not sensing any power. Let's go fix that. So now we're back in here with the 12000 XP. Let's just make sure we're configured for AC coupled solar. So all we've got to do is go into the menu here. So if you go to the discharge menu, we have the option to enable the AC couple, which I have. And then you can have it start based on percentage, or you can have it start based on voltage. So in the interest of showing you how this works, come down here and take a look. You can see that we're at 86% state of charge. I'm going to change the start percentage up to 87, okay? I don't know if you heard that little click, but that was the relay energizing, and you can see now we've got this little icon and it says, 1 watt, 2 watts. That's because this inverter, when you enable AC coupling and it's ready to try to accept AC coupled solar, it sends just a little bit of power out to the inverter outside to wake it up. So what we got to do now that we've got that configured is go ahead and energize this smart load breaker. And if you notice now, the lights are in boot up mode here on the SolarEdge inverter. So it is booting up, getting ready to supply power. It takes a little while to sync up. Let's start a stopwatch here, and we'll see how long it takes approximately for this inverter to start producing power to the 12000 XP. We've got some really great sun exposure right now on these panels, so we should get some really good solar. So I want you to pay attention to something here. Currently, the batteries are supplying all the power that the inverter needs, okay? About 4,500-ish watts. That fluctuates a little bit, but I want to show you what happens when this AC coupled solar comes online. All right, guys, it just happened. Check it out. 6,400 watts of solar power is coming in now. I stopped the stopwatch. It was 4 minutes and 6 seconds from the time I started it. Probably tack on an extra 1 minute, just because, we turned it on in here and then I walked outside, etc. Which is pretty typical for an inverter to take about 5 minutes to sync up with the grid, even though in this case it's syncing up with the EG4. And if we just come out here again and look, you can see that the status lights are glowing normal. So as far as the SolarEdge inverter goes, it doesn't know the difference between powering the 12000 XP and your loads versus, you know, the good old grid. And once again, just to reiterate, the switch box here that I've got is not necessary if you're going to just 100% run this to your 12000 XP. I've got it so that I can still sell back to the grid or use it with my 12000 XP. So that's the only reason I put the switch gear in here. So something very cool about AC coupled solar, because it's already converted to AC power, it's going through and supplying the loads directly. So this inverter isn't even inverting anything. In fact, right now it's charging the batteries with 1600 watts, but it is not converting or doing anything with this power. So it's basically just kind of flowing right through. Now, of course, this inverter is basically on standby. So, you know, if a cloud or something passes over your AC coupled solar and it drops off substantially, this inverter will immediately step in and pick up the slack. Pulling power from the battery is needed. But when it's on AC coupled solar, the fans are basically off because this is not working hardly at all. This can automatically shut the AC coupled solar off so it doesn't overcharge or anything. And then it will get back down to the threshold you set it at and then turn it back on. But really couldn't be easier to hook up. Now, for those of you that don't have the one-for-one exchange like me, it would definitely be more bang for your buck probably to go ahead and let your solar always feed into your battery system. Store it, use it, and that way you're not, you know, sending it back to the grid and only getting, you know, a third or a quarter of credit back. So even a cheaper off-grid inverter like this 12000 XP can easily AC couple with existing grid tie systems and allow you to utilize it either in a grid down situation or, you know, to maximize your solar production and cost savings on your power bill. AC coupling is semi-boring just because it works, but comment any questions that you have about how it works or any other things you may want to see tested surrounding that, because questions and comments can lead to new content. And let me know if you want further details on any of this system. It's very unique in that it is not, you know, all matching brands or anything. It's a whole hodgepodge of different brands, batteries, different sizes, different ways to charge. You know, got the charge inverter here, obviously the 12000 XP, AC coupled solar as we saw. So I'd love to help provide any education and insights that you guys would need as you pursue your own independence with energy. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Those are 4 100% free things. It really helps the channel, you guys. So please do those things so that I can continue to bring fun, unique, educational content like this. Stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.